Joined by head coach Bill O'Brien for the game day preview leading up to Penn State's Big Ten opener against Illinois. Coach, another victory on Saturday, but let's talk about the team through 4 games. Evaluate the play across the board, offense, defense, special teams.
Sure. Well, overall, I think there's been improvement. I think there's a lot of areas that we really need to do a better job in, though. And so if we can continue to practice day to day, week to week, and clean up the things that need to be cleaned up, I think in the end we'll be the team we want to be. But if we don't, we're going to have a long way to go.
Coach, Matt McGloin will head into Big Ten play, leading the conference in passing yards, tied for the lead in touchdowns. But one of the areas that's not been talked about a lot is his effectiveness on quarterback sneaks. What goes into that? Why has he been so effective in that area?
Well, there's a technique, and he's done a nice job in practice of improving on that every week. And the quarterback sneak has to be a part of every offense. When it's 3rd and 6 inches, you got to have the ability to do that. So he's improved in that technique and done a nice job with it.
Let's talk about Illinois' defense a little bit. You have to start up front with their defensive line. 4 good players. What do you see from that group?
Well, they're 4 really explosive players. They're athletic, they're tough, and it's going to be a very challenging game for our offensive line. And the strength of Illinois' defense really lies in that front 7, and it's going to be tough for our offensive line.
One of the areas you've really excelled in is outscoring opponents in the first half, 55-9, only giving up 3 field goals on defense. How important is that heading into Big Ten play with having that success?
Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, what you try to do in every game is get off to a fast start, and our players have done a nice job of that. Now, on the flip side of that, when we come in at halftime, we get outside for the second half, we have to make sure that we're picking up where we left off. And so we have started well, but we have to finish better, and that's what we're really going to be working on this week.
Let's talk about Illinois' offense a little bit. Nathan Shieldhouse, Riley O'Toole, 2 different styles of quarterbacks. What do you see from that group overall, and then those 2 players specifically?
Right. Well, that's what makes the Illinois offense very dangerous, because depending on what quarterback's in there, you're going to get 2 very distinct styles of play. And so when you practice for that, it's tough. And so what our defense has to do this week is focus on who the quarterback is in the game and what that style of play might entail, and be ready to defend that. And that there's a lot that goes into that game plan. So it's going to be a real challenge for our defense.
How about heading on the road in Big Ten play? You played 1 road game this year, but does the intensity level ratchet up a little bit knowing that it's Big Ten play now?
Well, no question. You know, again, like I've told the players since day one, at this point we're sitting here, we only have 8 opportunities left, and they're all in the Big Ten, and it's a fantastic conference with great coaches and great players. So playing on the road's tough. I know there'll be a great home crowd there for Illinois, and you know, we're going to have to be really mentally prepared for that.
What can you say about the growth the defense has made from week 1, then 3 straight really good games for that unit?
Sure. Well, you know, they've improved every week, like the football team, and they've improved in certain areas. For instance, 3rd down defense has improved a great deal since the beginning of the season, and so all we're asking our players to do is to continue to play with the effort that they've been playing with, and continue to try to improve every week.
Talk about keys to the game. What do you need to do well on both sides of the ball?
Well, obviously on offense, we've got to try to control the line of scrimmage. The strength of that defense is that front 4, and they do an excellent job. Defensively, again, like I said, we've got to do a nice job of understanding which quarterback's in the game, which quarterback's playing, and again, continue to improve on 3rd down. And then special teams, our kickoff cover team took a step back last week. We've got to do a better job on that unit, and the other units need to continue to play well.
Coach, we greatly appreciate your time. Best of luck.
Thanks, Tony.